Mr. Beast had to let you know he's the target of being canceled. I already know I'm gonna get canceled because I uploaded a video helping people, and to be 100% clear, I don't care. I'm always gonna use my channel to help people and try to inspire my audience to do the same. Cold sweat emoji, heart emoji. The word canceled means nothing anymore. Having some critical things to say, not simply getting down on our hands and knees to feed your messiah complex and going, "Oh, thank you, Lord Mr. Beast. Thank you for saving all those children's lives. Oh, please, Lord, just let me have one little lick of the skin seam on your nutsack. Just one little lick." That's not being canceled. It used to mean some sort of concentrated campaign to get someone fired, or someone getting fired for their behavior. Maybe being blackballed from an industry, that sort of thing. Like, you could certainly argue right now that people are trying to cancel Amy Schumer or Gal Gadot for their stances on the whole Israel-Palestine conflict. That would be a fair statement to make. Years ago, the Dixie Chicks got canceled for the things they said about then-President Bush. Their music was pulled from country radio, and they pretty much never recovered, because a Democrat country fan is about as uncommon and unwanted as a rational thought being shared on Twitter. Pee Wee Herman got canceled for jerking off in a porno theater. Not sure what else you were supposed to do in them, but his very lucrative children's show finished prematurely like so many men on the backs of those theater chairs. His merch pulled from Toys R Us like he pulled, well, you know. And he was known as the guy who cranked it in a movie theater for the rest of his life. That is getting canceled. Mr. Beast ain't getting canceled. We just talked about this a few weeks ago. Sniper Wolf, the walking warning for not living too close to a gas station or directly under power lines, went to the house of a person she was beefing with and showed 5 million people where it was. And YouTube basically said, "Oh gee, ooh, well, you can't earn money on a couple of your videos for a little bit, okay?" Even if there was, say, a hashtag or even a petition, some kind of attempt to cancel Jimbo for, hold on, let me check the notes here, helping 500,000 African children drink water that won't make them shit their bladders out their rectums, YouTube isn't going to spend even 1 second looking at that. Someone could die in one of his death mazes or whatever, and they'd go, "Oh, now, Mr. Beast, that wasn't very nice. We're gonna have to demonetize this video for 1 hour, okay?" Let that cash cow move. Solved. But that's boring. So, ignore that criticism and scream, "I'm being canceled," getting clout-chasing nut huggers like Keemstar in on the action too. Mr. Beast knew people were going to try to cancel him for doing another great deed, but it not just weirdo on X trying to cancel him, now it's the mainstream media too. Referencing some Yahoo News article, classic mainstream media outlet, which claims that activists are saying that he shamed the Kenyan government. Yeah, he probably did, because YouTube Jimmy had to roll in to fucking do something that was very clearly very easy to do. Again, no one is trying to cancel him. People just want to have a conversation about why a YouTuber has to do it and why no one else is. But, lefties, what do you think? There's that theory that anyone who starts preemptively talking about how they're being canceled, like Russell Brand for example, it's probably because they're hiding something and are trying to protect themselves by hiding behind the right before the allegations come out. He is going on weird bro-y podcasts to talk about his dating preferences, which also got some light mockery for lines like, "Oh, she's an author. That's great. She's got a hobby," when his job is literally making YouTube videos. And then people screeched, "Now they're canceling him for having dating preferences?" So what do you think he did? And more importantly, could we be witnessing the birth of MAGA Beast content? As much as I'd love to see, "I paid $1 million to defend Jan's Sixers in court," and "I armed 1,000 American public school teachers," I don't think that's the case. He has a trans friend that he publicly defended, and the hardcore religios already think he's Satan. But, Mr. Beast, you gotta start living up to that name and stop being Mr. Bitch. Justin Bieber once had the most disliked video of all time on YouTube, He never cried cancellation. He just made millions of dollars and fucked the other guy from Biodome's daughter. But you have to accept that the more popular you become, the more people will hate you for legitimate, or maybe even mostly illegitimate reasons. It's how fame works. And if you can't accept that, well, with all your money, I'm sure you can pay to have them all tracked down, drugged, and dragged to a secret location for what will definitely become your most popular video. In this video, I forced 2,000 of my most vocal Twitter haters to run my all-new murder maze. The prize? Their lives. That'd show everyone how little you care.